Hey everyone, Alistair here, or Crested Parasaur, depending on where you know me from. I'm trying to get my intro worked out. It's I was asking around on some social media about any topics you guys would want me to discuss on here. And a friend of mine gave me an interesting topic, which is the experience of making my first fursuit. It's a really interesting question, and it's kind of hard to explain. I'm not a fursuit maker. I just doesn't work for me. I mean, if I tried harder or more, had the money to keep trying, I probably would get better, as people tend to do over time. The experience of making my first fursuit. I've made, I think, 4 fursuits, 2 of which I sold very cheaply, and one of which I made for a friend, but it fell apart and they never wore it, which is fine by me. The thing was awful. I currently do own the first fursuit I ever made. It has been shown in a previous video, but we're going to talk about it a little bit more in depth here. And I have it here to show you this monstrosity. Here he is. This is a fursona from when I was in high school. That was several years ago. Quite a few years ago. You can see he's an animal. He has an animal shape. He's made out of upholstery foam, like a lot of other fursuits are. I made him over the span of probably a week, I think. And it was over Christmas break, I think. I begged my parents to help me buy the supplies. I begged them and begged them and begged them. And they did. But I didn't beg them for the right supplies, I don't think. I did get good foam for it, and I watched a bunch of tutorials and stuff on how to shape it. And like I said, it is a shape. So I think I got a shape down. I don't know if it's the right shape. He was supposed to be a fennec fox. Wearing him, I got called a donkey on more than one occasion. And a kangaroo on one occasion, which led to him eventually becoming a kangaroo, and that being the 4th suit I ever made on a resin base, which I then sold very cheaply because I didn't want to look at it anymore. The buyer emailed me about it when they got it, and they seemed okay with it. I told them the truth when I sold it. It's not good, but I think they used it for scrap, or they stripped everything off the base and went back up, which is fine. But yeah, this is the first one I ever made. His nose is really small. A little small. The inside of his mouth is like foamy craft foam. Like, it's not even fabric, it's just a piece of foam that I drew a line on. The fur isn't really fur. This is like microfibers or something. I don't remember what it's called. It's been so long. And it's like shiny and green, and it's not like, you can't really brush it. It's not fur. It's just like a fabric. The orange parts are more like fur, but they're like a really low pile teddy bear fur. He's really soft. This fur is really slick and smooth, and it's nice. I like it. Not for a fursuit, but if it was like a stuffed animal or something, it'd be nice. He was made to have a moving jaw. Excuse me. He was made to have a moving jaw. The moving jaw mechanism is not good. It's painful, actually. He has a length of clothes hanger wire from like right here, I think, that runs down and this way, connecting to the you can't even see that where I'm pointing. It starts like right here, comes down, and then comes across and connects to the jaw. You might be able to hear it. And it has springs attached. I believe one of the clothes hangers is broken now. Yeah, it's come unhooked from the strap of metal that's in there. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see the hanger that's still attached there. It's got some springs you can't see that make it supposed to move. Like if I just open my jaw as wide as it could, the mouth would barely move. At the time, I was really impressed with myself. I thought that's a pretty good job for a first try. The clothes hanger would cut into my face. That's not good. You don't want that. You want it to be fun. I wore them to several events. I hung out at a mall, like an outdoor mall, an outlet mall, I guess is what they're called, with some friends, and we suited around the mall, and people liked it. It was nice. None of us had really good suits or anything. They were all pretty shitty ones we made. And I wore them to a convention, A-Kon, the anime convention in Dallas, Texas. A few years ago, I wore them there, and that was my first time wearing a suit around people I didn't know. And the community there, there's actually a pretty big furry community that goes to A-Kon. They were nice. They complimented it, and there was people that have like freshly made suits, like don't hug cacti suits and stuff, that said that my suit was really good, and that made me feel really good. But my experience making him, like I said, took me probably about a week. But that was during a break where I didn't have school. I just worked on him. My parents were livid with the fabric all over the room and the fur and the foam scraps and chunks just all over the floor because I worked on it in my living room. But it was fun. I didn't do any sewing on him. Well, that's not true. I sewed the neck to the head, which is not a very good job of sewing either. All the seams are glued though, and he's still holding together pretty well. Not in his mouth. All in all, I didn't even cover all the foam around his eyes either. And the fur on the back, right here, I didn't have a piece that was long enough at the time. So I just used this as a big glued seam on the back of his head. It's kind of gross. Yeah, I had to go buy this fabric twice at 2 different stores because I couldn't find it at the first. And I'm pretty sure it's not even the same fabric, it just is really similar. He was featured on a terrible fursuit blog after I posted pictures of him. I thought that was funny. It didn't bother me much, but that just kind of rolls off my back, I guess. It was a lot of fun making him. It was a lot of fun making him, even though I know he's not very good. At the time, I knew he wasn't very good either. But I wanted to try. I like trying to make stuff. I'm a very crafty person, I think. But, I don't really have much to say. I've made 4 fursuits. I've made 3 additional, bases that weren't fur or anything, just the foam, before I, gave up on the project or blah, 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 blah. But I tried again kind of recently, 6 or 7 months ago. I just don't think it's just not for me. If you want to make a fursuit, and you've never made one before, and you have the time and the money for the materials, you should try it. It's a fun experience. Even if it doesn't turn out well, it should be a fun experience, I think. And I love having this guy to look back on, because it's so ridiculous, but I remember being so proud. I was so proud of this. And it was just good. It was fun. I had a good time making him. The second suit I ever made, I made in 2 days at my friend's house. It was an anteater that had 3 eyes, and it was supposed to be an alien, so the shape wasn't really that important. It was furred with fur. Not good quality fur, but it was fur. And it was pretty cool. I liked it. I thought it was better than this guy. But I sold it for $30 because I knew it wasn't worth much. And then I used that to buy more foam to try again. And it's just, I much prefer buying fursuits, I think, because making them just isn't for me. I mean, I would end up stressing out about it. And I love owning other people's art. So that's why I love fursuits so much. I love having them as can clearly be seen in some of my videos where I have so many. I guess that's all I have to say. So that's kind of my experience making my first fursuit. If you want to make your own fursuit for the first time, look up tutorials. Just look them up. You can't go wrong. Looking up tutorials, you look up reference pictures for the animal that you want. And don't get discouraged. Come on, don't get discouraged. Have fun. I mean, it might not be the best, but if you had fun, that doesn't matter. And don't let other people get you down if they tell you it doesn't look good. Because it's not theirs. It doesn't matter what they think. That's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. If you have any ideas for topics for me to discuss in my videos later, leave them in the comment section. I'll be sure to look at them. Oh, my hair. Have a nice day, week, month, life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.